It's like, no, I'll do it. Hello, everybody. I'm Johnny Rooster. I'm the host of Morning Mouth. You're watching this every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, 9 a.m. on AMG Broadcasting. That is reaching out to the small business community. And my guest today, MaryAnne. Hello.
Hi.
I've been looking forward to this. I mean, it's something to look forward to on Monday.
Absolutely.
A lot of people don't have this Monday excitement, but I do.
Monday's awesome. We
I
like Mondays.
I love every day that ends in Y.
I love those days too.
Those are my favorite. You know, I've been reading in a book about how to prioritize your day, and then another book about how to make the best of every opportunity. Even the Bible says that. Make the most of every opportunity because the days are evil. That's right out of Proverbs or somewhere in there, you know. Mm-hmm. But I think that the days are good when you can make the most of every opportunity.
Absolutely.
And MaryAnne, you're a specialist. And hey, Matt, if you can get that banner up, show her banner. So, sorry about that, but it's going to show your name and how people can find your company. It's called The Little Red Hen. Little Red Hen sounds like an old storybook of mine that I remember.
Yeah, well.
Can you briefly describe that story for some that don't know that story about the Little Red Hen? Do you know that one?
Yeah, so the Little Red Hen, it's about a hen that wants to make bread, basically. And she finds some seeds, grows some wheat or oats or whatever you want to call them. And she goes up to people, asks for help. Nobody wants to help her, but they all want to kind of partake in the bread. But she just kind of keeps going anyway.
It's like, very well, I'll do it myself, because she asks for help and nobody's willing.
Pretty much. The workers are few.
That's right. True.
So that's part of the Little Red Hen.
The end of it, I think, is where they want to eat the bread.
Yeah, and she's like, well, when you should have helped me.
Yeah.
It's got some really great morals. We really like the Red Hen.
We all need to work. Success doesn't come by sitting around hoping.
No, it's getting out there working.
But I don't. Here's the thing. I got to be honest. I think that sometimes I'm struggling with the idea of, do I go face to face in front of people I don't know, or do I find them somewhere else electronically? And this again is for people I don't know but want to reach.
Well, in my experience, face to face is always better.
It has been mine as well, but I'm trying to pave that road. In my mind, what do I need to do face to face? In the older days, the days before the internet, I'd knock on a door. Hi, my name is John, and I'd describe what I was offering. And people would shut the door in my face. That's door-to-door sales. You might have heard about that.
That's always fun. Not a great experience.
It's a strong character building experience, but it really wasn't helpful to get I'm randomly going to people that I don't know and knocking on their door and soliciting them.
Yeah.
So that was a little bit scary, as you might imagine.
I couldn't do it personally.
It's not for anybody now, I think. I think the digital age has changed that.
Absolutely.
So those companies no longer approach that way. So what do we do? Instead, I'm trying to talk to the people I've never met about the offer I have through my business.
Well, there's Google and there's social media. And that's where we work most of the time, is social media and Google.
Well, we've all heard about social media. People are spending time on social media. In some ways, they're entertaining themselves there. And I find if I'm trying to insert a business idea, it looks like an interruption and they don't like it. So help me understand better ways. Better homes and gardens, better ways to approach social media. And we can look at the camera, we can look at each other, everything's good. We take a break at the 10-minute, the 20-minute, and the 30-minute. It's a 20-second break.
Beautiful.
So MaryAnne Ellison is an expert on social media marketing, and that's why we're leading into that. Mm-hmm. I've met you through a business network, and I heard you speak to a group of people about social media marketing and how valuable it is to brand yourself. So I didn't want to get too scattered out, but I had the real world question of, how do I approach people I don't know yet? with what I have to offer? How do I target that audience effectively online? Because I'm not knocking on their door anymore.
Right. So basically, you're going to want to have a public profile, one that people can find you on. And then once you've found that, you kind of have to know your audience. Who are your people? Who would be your best client? Who would be your best customer? Who do you want to work with? And who would benefit the most of your services? You're going to want to make a list and write it down somewhere to where you could see. Then you're going to tailor your social media pictures to what they want, their message. What's your message going to be to these people? And one thing about social media, you can sort of SEO it, search engine optimization, using hashtags. And so when people are looking for you, they can type in a hashtag.
You guys remember when hashtags used to be a pound symbol, huh?
Right,
or a
the
number
sign.
symbol? Come on. Now it's a hashtag. Why did they invade that symbol and call it something else? Now it's confusing.
It is confusing.
It shouldn't have been that symbol, but it is.
Funny story. I tried to tell my kids, you need to push the number sign. They didn't know what it was.
Yeah.
They're like, what's that? I'm like, the hashtag sign.
Yeah, now it's got to be reluctantly. We call it the hashtag. Looks like a tic-tac-toe game.
Tic-tac-toe was fun in the day.
Think about that.
Yeah.
Anyway, so you use hashtags.
You use hashtags.
You know, those little pound symbol thingies. A lot of our viewers are older, and some of them are younger, so who am I to judge?
Yeah.
How they receive information, what they know, what they don't know. But I'm going to take notes here, because hashtags, how do you use them?
So everybody can see, like, on the top of your social media, whether it be Facebook or Instagram, I believe, well, on, what is that other one with the funny faces? The one with the ghost. No, it's not Twitter, but Twitter
Snapchat.
you can do
TikTok.
it on. Yeah, Snapchat. See, I'm a digital specialist, and I can't even remember
TikTok. I'm trying to think of all the social media platforms.
Oh, there's so many now.
Facebook, Instagram, Snapchat, TikTok, Twitter.
Yeah, there's a lot.
You say them really fast, you get tongue-tied.
Yeah.
It gets confusing. I say, should I do all of them? Should I do one and focus on it?
You should do one or two and focus on it. You do what you use it on a regular basis. If you're on Facebook, use Facebook. If you're only on Instagram, only use Instagram.
Just do what you do.
Do what you do. Be you.
So you don't really have to try to reach somebody on a platform you're not familiar with.
Absolutely not, because you won't have success.
That does sound like what spells relief to me is not being overwhelmed on social media.
Yeah.
How do you spell relief? Very few social media platforms is how I spell relief.
Yeah, well, you don't want too many, because then you become noise, you become clutter, and you want to just basically, you don't want to spend all your time trying to learn a new platform. Use what you know, and that's the best way. Use what you know. If you don't know anything, pick one, and then maybe eventually branch out.
So we've got about a minute, less than a minute. So tell us what we're going to expect in the next 10 minutes after the break. What can we learn? What do you want us to learn?
I want you to learn a lot about the social media, how to use it to best work your business. Google business account, use it like a social media account, and a little bit about SEO for your websites.
Great. We're going to do that, exactly that, after this break from our sponsor.
People that have mental illness are not weak. They're the strongest people I know, because we've had to endure so much.
Welcome back. This is Johnny Rooster, Morning Mouth. It comes to you on AMG Broadcasting on YouTube. It's also on ACTS Media Group. That's ACTS Media Group on YouTube, on Facebook. We're talking about all these platforms. Now, that's Monday, Wednesday, Friday at 9. I'm with my guest, MaryAnne Ellison. MaryAnne is the owner of Little Red Hen, which is a cute name from an old story about a nice little hen that did all this work and had to get all the work done. Nobody else was willing to help. But it's a good story. It's very visual. We're giving away $100 a week all summer long. This week's sponsor is NAMI, which stands for National Alliance of Mental Illness of Southwest Missouri. So NAMI, NAMI, SWMO.org. Find it. if you need help in the mental health department, there's a warm line that people just talk to you. It's not some embarrassing moment. It really isn't. Stephanie Appleby is the director. She's been a guest on the show. In fact, she's a co-host on the show once a month here on the Morning Mouth. Her name is Stephanie, and she's in LA right now. She's been going down through Hollywood. She's been going through Beverly Hills. She's been living the life with the group from NAMI. They took a group out there having a good time for vacation.
Nice.
It's always good for mental health to get away.
Oh, absolutely.
No matter what. So we're back here with MaryAnne, and MaryAnne said we're going to be learning about social media, Google, how to rise up on the search for Google for your business.
You want to be on the front page.
SEO, that means search engine optimization.
Yeah.
So where do you want to start? Let's learn.
Let's start with social media because it's the easiest, and that's the one that almost everyone is on. There's about 2.6 billion.
I'm going to let you talk
people.
for 9 minutes, basically interrupted.
Wow.
I'll ask you things, but you go right into what you do with people.
Okay.
This is that important, folks. You guys just tuning in, you think this is entertainment. It is, but it's also information that you can use, and it really will help you. Thank you for being here.
Thank you. So search engine we're going to start with social media. So social media is something that everybody uses. It's about 2.6 billion people on social media. Facebook alone, 2.6 billion. And on average, people spend about 2.5, 2.6 hours a day on social media. So if you're not marketing on social media, you're not going to be seen. You don't need a website if you have social media, but if you have a website, you still need social media. People like to stalk people. I think just about everybody's guilty. So it's really important to have an account that's going to be showing your values, your morals, who you are, and what it is that you're doing. It's very important. So you want to have your business out there. You want to pick out a hashtag. You need to pick out something that's going to drive people to your account, and also, just like in any kind of search like you would on Google, you would want your hashtags to be related to what you're selling. So mine, I could put hashtag digital marketing, and I would be able to, I would be up there somewhere if I'm using hashtag digital marketing, hashtag little red hen, hashtag Facebook queen.
Hashtag Facebook queen.
So you can do a lot of hashtags. You can make hashtags to mean
what is
whatever
your
you
hashtag?
My hashtag's little red hen.
Well, that makes a lot of sense.
Yeah.
That's your company name.
So when you
if you have a company name that's similar to another company name or the same as, is that okay or not?
It is okay depending on if it's your competition. As far as my competition,
you want to get in there.
Yeah, as far as my competition, I really don't have a lot of competition under the little red hen. So it's something you would be able to see. And when you find mine, you would see, oh, she does social media.
But when
marketing.
you help people market social media, there's lots of people doing that. But there's only one under that name, Little Red Hen.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So it's good to stand out. My husband also has his own business, so I make sure that his hashtag is the name of his business. And then along with his business, we put, he does outdoor kitchen. So it's hashtag outdoor kitchens.
I was going to say, plug him for sure. You're on the air.
Awesome. So Outdoor Kitchens of the Ozark. That's what he does. And so we're hashtagging him like crazy. He asked me last night, honey, what are hashtags? Why do I need them? And I'm going, well, it's kind of like search engine optimization for your Facebook.
Users on the social media to find you.
Mm-hmm.
If they hashtag that, but how would they know to hashtag Little Red Hen? Because that doesn't connect to them as a social media marketing company.
No, it doesn't. So they would have to have had seen my posts.
Mm-hmm.
They would have to know, because I only work really right now in Southwest Missouri. So the word's getting around, Little Red Hen. So now they can hashtag Little Red Hen, and it's coming. But also, you want your hashtags. You need more than one. You have your business hashtag. And so somebody was going to hashtag or like search up digital marketing. Hashtag digital marketing will come up. Hashtag social media marketing. Hashtag social media. And it should pop up. But as long as your name is alongside of other posts that have that hashtag, it'll come up. So that's why you need to have all the hashtags, not all of them, pick like 5. You don't want to overwhelm people, but you want to have hashtags according to what your business is.
Now, I was following along on Instagram and Twitter. They were doing the hashtags originally, I guess, right?
Yeah, they started it.
And because of that, the Instagram platform was made for photographers primarily to post a photo.
Mm-hmm.
So it's a photo thing. But I started with the largest hashtag, meaning what's public domain hashtags. I may be saying it wrong, but something that's been used millions of times.
Uh-huh.
Many times, and then lowering it down because they allowed more than 20 hashtags per post. So it would go from the big ones to the medium ones to the smaller ones to make it easily identified, and then catch them in a tunnel or funnel,
Mm-hmm.
and go down to hashtag that's personal to me at the bottom, where people would start finding it, and it would stay on there longer because
Mm-hmm.
the big ones flash on and flash off. And then the medium ones a little longer, and then the small ones the longest, but they're the hardest to find.
Yes.
So that's kind of a hashtag experience that I had.
Yeah. So you just have to make sure they're tailored to you and your business.
Mm-hmm.
And that's the main thing. When they want to search, like when you're putting it, think of it, hashtags is almost like Google. You can scroll up to the top of the search engine, and it's got the little search box, and then you'll type in hashtag, we'll just use outdoor kitchens, and then everybody who has outdoor kitchens all their posts will be popping up. So as long as you have other posts or other hashtags on there that's related to your business, what people would normally search up on Google, you should pop up too.
Okay.
Yeah. Bigger competition, it gets a little harder. Real estate agents probably have the hardest time, because if you put in real estate and then hashtag real estate, there's going to be
That's one of those that I said was a broad one, and everybody's got that.
Yeah.
And it's okay, but it's better to funnel them down to something specific.
Yeah.
Right.
You got to be unique.
So your hashtag is yours, and Google. How do you get on that front page?
Well, Google is all about search engine optimization. So that's where you need your website. In the back of your website, in the back pages, in the hard pages, the pages no one likes to go, there's this little place where you can put SEO words, keywords for your business. And it's kind of like a game, but it's really important. So you have your keywords, you have your meta tags, and you got to make them all kind of work together. So basically your keywords are going to be, what do I need to put in Google to find us or find me? So you would put in a keyword would be digital marketing or marketing. You kind of want it broad again, and then narrow it down. Marketing in Southwest Missouri, marketing in Springfield, Missouri. It all really depends. And then how everything works together. Basically, these little robots go to your website, use your keywords to tell Google, this is the legit place.
And then you have to have a certain number of words for the robots to read it?
Yes. So when you're optimizing your page, you need a minimum of 300 words, because these robots are blind. You can have the most gorgeous
I had a
website
beautiful
in the
website
world
with few words because I thought it'd be more attention getting. And
Yeah.
You're saying that's not a good way for them to pick it up.
No. Well, you can tell the robots what the pictures are, but robots are blind. And it's the robots that get you on Google, not the pictures.
Well, we'll be back like a blind robot right after this. Yes, you're watching Morning Mouth with Johnny Rooster. I'm your host. The guest today is MaryAnne. Is there a song about MaryAnne? Because I need one in my head right now. Anyway, the banner's coming up so I can read it. MaryAnne Ellison, Little Red Hen Digital Marketing. We're talking about digital marketing. We're talking about social media, and you really don't need a website if you're on social media, but if you have a website, then you need to look at the Google search engine optimization, and how you do that, how you market that, and get yourself up there. You're saying keywords are essential.
Keywords are essential. Keywords are your biggest
Is
thing
that
you
what
need.
you mean by the words that you use on the website? Is that considered a keyword?
Yes, they do need to be on your website. So in the back, depending on, I build websites on a lot of different platforms, but the one I use most is WordPress because it's the easiest. It's probably not the easiest to build a website on WordPress, but it's the easiest to SEO. You got all sorts of plugins to help you.
Yeah.
And that's what I like. Depending, you can use WordPress.com, but WordPress.org actually gives you the most freedom to be able to do what you want.
WordPress.org. Okay.
Yeah, WordPress.org.
Not .com. Okay.
For the freedom. You want freedom. Freedom's good. So
But that's a good website
yes.
builder. Now, I've got another one, but there's a lot of them out there.
There's so many.
It was something my friend grabbed and did because he was familiar with it, and now I have a website. I was kind of like I was put into this website by aliens. You know, I was dropped in there, and then I started to figure it out, and then I started to work it with the space that I had and what I had, and tweak this and that. But I'm like a blindfolded person, just putting together stuff that I think works. Yeah. Yeah, that's most of us.
That's most people.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now get me from there to taking off the blindfold. Do I just go ahead and bite the bullet? And I've been coached to just hire somebody like you and do it right.
That would be the best.
It's falling right into your ploy.
Yeah, it does. Actually, it would be the best way, only because there is a lot of headache. Not all websites are SEOable. Some websites, they want you to pay like a $250 or $250 fee just to be able to go in and SEO your website. Yeah. And you still do all the work.
Oh, yeah.
But they're going to release it to you for this amount of money. And I don't think that's fair. Honestly.
That's right. It doesn't look right.
So, yeah.
It looks like they built it into their favor, but not into the consumer.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So it depends on how much money you want to spend.
So WordPress.org, you're saying, is this option free?
Yeah, it's free depending on the plugins you use. There are some plugins that you would pay a fee for, but I'm all for free.
If I'm using another option and I'm paying X amount per month, should I dump that and go to the WordPress.org?
It really depends if that website's working for you or not. I mean, put in all the work for it. If it's really expensive, then I would probably dump it.
Well, everything feels expensive above the word free. It feels like it is.
It's very true.
It's like I could take that money and use it somewhere else.
Yeah.
Because I don't have extra money. I'm one of the people that doesn't have extra.
Yeah, I would go for free.
Makes me feel better. Just let's say it together on three. 1, 2, 3. Free! Freedom! Paint your face blue, Braveheart. Go for it.
Right.
I would rather not experiment with money involved if I'm experimenting. Right?
Yeah.
Our website's a evolving experiment.
Always.
Yeah. So
they're always changing.
It's a hard lesson when you get another company throwing stuff at you and you're like, I'm paying and I don't really think I'm seeing results. I'm not sure.
Yeah.
That's the way I feel right now.
Yeah.
And I think others feel that way too. So I'm trying to reach out and I'm appealing to you because it's like bring a lawyer and get free legal advice for 40 minutes. I'm trying to do that with you. You know, have you seen this scheme before?
Oh, yeah.
They're trying to give you some kind of an opening and say, hey, talk about your business. Now, please help me. But if we were hiring you, how do your clients find you? And then what do you do for them? And what do you charge them? Can you be honest with everything?
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
So basically, I start off with, I go online and I start looking for your business. And if you can't be found, then it's a big red flag to me. I get
Little red hen, big red flag.
Yeah. Big red flag to me. So we like red.
There's a red barn behind me, but this tablecloth, it's also red, okay?
Red is good.
That's just what we're doing. All right, go ahead.
So basically, when you're building your or when a client comes to me,
yes.
Some people come up to me and they have nothing. And they're like, I need help. I need to get on Google so I can get clients. And I'm like, okay, I'll be right there with you. Let's go. Let's see where you're at. What are your goals? How many people do you need? So we start with the goals and we kind of narrow it down. Do you really need a website for your business? Because I'm not a believer of wasting money. I mean, I could sell you a website.
Yeah.
But if you don't need it, then why give it to you?
Yeah.
You know, some businesses, they can do just fine on social media and getting the reviews. Others, they need a little bit more help.
We keep hearing all this outside people saying, you need a .com, you need a .com, you need a .com.
You don't need a .com. It could be a .org. It could be a .biz.
But they say a .com has credibility. It's more business-like. It's not some cheesy...
You could go online and buy whatever domain you want. And that's what the freedom is.
It really doesn't matter, does it?
It really doesn't matter because Google is going to, if you're optimized, Google's going to see it anyway.
Yeah, and being optimized is the important thing. And that means keywords.
Keywords, being found, backlinks. There's so much into it. The other thing you're going to want is a Google business account. And you're going to run your Google business account like you would a social media account. And that way people can see you. And that's kind of like what I do. I basically take over people's digital face. You know, I take over their digital business and get them seen online. I grab their websites. I go look at their SEO and be like, oh, dear Lord, you need help.
Yeah. Yeah. You help them.
I help them. I go in, I find their competition. And you have to know who your competition is. If you don't know who your competition is, then you're kind of wasting time. But you need to know who you're competing with so you can, I go find their SEO words, I find their keywords and use them.
Are there packages available for you to help people? Is it ongoing support for a certain amount per month? How do you base your services fees?
Well, it's a lot of technical work and it's very time consuming. So I kind of...
Sounds expensive.
It can be.
Yeah.
It really can be. But I try to help the small business owner because I'm a small business owner.
Me too. This show is all about helping the small business.
So I kind of like start my small packages, usually between like $500 and $800 to $1,000. It goes up depending on what you want. Mm-hmm. Taking over your social media account, that starts at about $250 a month. Mm-hmm. But then you don't have to worry about your social media. It's going to be optimized for you. Your posts are built for you. Everything's branded for you. Everything's done. And then if you need your website SEO'd, there's like a research fee because I research your competition. Mm-hmm. I want to know who your competition is, find out where they're at to where I can get you on the front page. Hopefully, above your competition, but if not, you're like really close to them because nobody goes to the second page of Google. It takes too much time.
That's true. I met a man that's putting in $3,000 a month, but he knows he targets his audience so well out of Houston, Texas. He knows everything about what kind of clients he's getting, and he's getting them. He's got the money. Another person here that I know does similar in another market and has a lot of money invested in the marketing, mm-hmm. online marketing, and still does very well. It's worth it. Yeah. But the rest of us are gaping open mouth like, I have no money like that. There's no way I could do that. We're just overwhelmed by that level of investment. Mm-hmm. I think most of us think so small, but we want to start. And I want to give hope to people without money that want to start. And we're going to do that right after this. And would you be willing to look up my website live?
Yeah.
Would that help?
That would help.
Okay, we're going to look it up, Johnny's website, right after this important message.
Enter the talent contest at Axe Fest. $10 entry, $50 to winner, Axe Media Group.
Good morning, Springfield, Missouri, 417 area. We have a $100 winner. You've been watching this thing going Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. You might be watching Axe Media Group Monday through Friday, 8 a.m., 9 a.m., and 10 a.m. I've got the Monday, Wednesday, Friday slot at 9, so notice there's 3 slots for me, and then there's 5 slots on the morning drive, Monday through Friday, 8 a.m. Then on Tuesdays, we have a sports show at 10. We've got other things, Penny for Your Thoughts. There's lots of things. Wednesday has a show only on Wednesday, and that one's changing times. And there's so many things coming up. Even Dr. Paul Collins, the founder of Acts, coming up next at the 10 o'clock hour. You'll want to watch these. And when you can follow these and like them and do that, you can be in the running for $100 every week. So we're giving away another $100. Our last week's winner was Priscilla Kemp, Kemp. All right, we're going to have, my guest today is MaryAnne Ellison. If you want to get help with your digital marketing, especially with social media or with a website, you're
Absolutely.
both bringing value to both. There's reasons to have a website. There's reasons not to have a website. She doesn't want to just go all out when you don't need it.
Yeah, it's not fair. Don't waste money when you don't need to.
So would you look up I've got 2 websites.
Okay.
Looking them up helps to know how they're being found or not found. Is that correct?
Absolutely.
Okay, good. So this is going in cold.
Yeah.
And I'll tell you the 2 .coms that I have. Is that
All
what
right.
I'm doing?
Yes. Let me
Great.
get
They're both
my
linked
iPad
through a provider.
Okay.
So that's how it's set up.
And some providers say that they're going to optimize it for you. Don't believe them.
No, I don't believe that.
Don't believe them.
Optimizing means they're going to put that on first page of Google, basically, right?
Yeah, but they put it in so generic. It needs to be so specific to you.
Yeah, it might be. I can't find you. Okay, so what do you want? You want my first .com? Just give you the .com?
Yeah.
JohnnyRoosterLive.com.
Johnny Rooster Live.
A lot of letters in there.
So I'm just going to put Johnny Rooster Live because I'm going to search
You
up
can
on
explain
Google first.
explain for the audience what you're doing.
So right now I'm going into Google.
Okay.
And I'm using Chrome. I like Chrome the best,
Yes.
but it could be whichever one you want. I actually go through Yahoo and a couple other ones to make sure that, you're popping up on more than one. And so
What do you see?
I see YouTube. I put Johnny Rooster Live and I got a bunch of YouTube.
Okay.
Yeah. But I don't see your website yet.
No.
No.
No,
There's
that's not
an
a good
atomic
sign. That's not a good
rooster.
sign. There's an atomic rooster. So
No, not yet.
No,
'Cause
she
I
didn't
just
do it
want
yet.
to
She's-
Google.
So first, what did you Google? Johnny Rooster.
Yeah, Johnny Rooster Live.
Live. Okay.
Yeah.
And then
And I can just
my
Google Johnny
website is
Rooster.
JohnnyRoosterLive.com, but you just typed in Johnny Rooster Live
Yeah,
with
because
spaces between the words, and
Mhm.
what came up was not me.
it was not you.
No,
Um,
it's revealing. I
there's
like it.
Rooster Cogburn.
Yeah. So it's just anything else.
Yeah,
Yeah.
everything
So it's
but
not
you.
showing up. Yeah. It is-
So if I wanted to Google your business,
yes.
all I know about your business is Johnny Rooster, so you don't come up on Google.
Yeah, I'm a nothing. Not there.
No,
Okay.
not there at all.
I accept that, and I don't want to pay for something that doesn't help me.
Right,
But I do want to get help.
you
But
do.
and you mentioned, and this is good tidbits for everybody listening. WordPress.org is free, but WordPress.com is
It is not. You got
Not
to pay
free.
for a monthly fee. You're still going to be paying fees no matter what when it comes to building your website.
yeah.
And so having your own domain, you're going to pay domain fees. You're going to pay a hosting fee with WordPress, whereas WordPress.com, it's already built in as a host. So it depends on where you want to go.
So would my free site be johnnyRoosterLive.wordpress.org? Is that how it would read? in
Yeah,
long
for
form?
free.
Mm-hmm.
And you wouldn't.
It's not your favorite thing to
It's
have
not
there,
your
.wordpress.org.
No, you definitely want to pay the fee and get the WordPress taken out.
So that would be a better option than paying it through another provider.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because you get better SEO, you get a little bit more freedom.
So let's just name names. Don't do Wix. Don't do GoDaddy. Don't do those.
Well, my husband uses GoDaddy, and he actually does well. So it doesn't. It really depends.
Okay.
Weebly is okay, depending on what you want.
Mhm.
But just be really careful on those hidden fees. GoDaddy can be kind of expensive. So they constantly raise their prices, and I'm not for that. But if
Okay.
he wants to pay it, I let him pay it.
So you're looking up my website on Google, or you're just looking up Johnny Rooster Live, typing out the words.
Yeah.
Google's not revealing anything.
Not at all.
What else do you need to do then
So what other keywords would I use to find you besides your name?
Oh, well, like in a
Research.
Google search.
Yeah. You got to always think about if somebody was going to find
Would you say
what
the
would they have
word
to put in?
talk show?
Okay, let's go.
Johnny Rooster talk show?
Let's look it up.
Because they wouldn't have to know the name Johnny Rooster. Otherwise,
Talk show. And we could add Springfield.
Yeah. 417, if
Yeah.
that's allowed. That's a lot of them.
So I put Johnny Rooster talk show, Springfield, Missouri.
Okay.
And your Facebook comes up.
Okay.
And I get a
that.
YouTube.
That's one of mine.
And then let's see. I'm scrolling.
Yeah. Scrolling.
And nothing else is coming up.
Okay.
But at least you're on there
So
twice. Your Facebook came up. So that's what I want everybody to
Okay.
know. You need, if you have a website, you need a Facebook or some
Okay.
other social media because that came up first.
Okay.
So, and actually, that's the very first thing that popped up, your first page on Google, on using your Facebook account.
Yeah.
Social media is important.
Good.
Yeah. So, and maybe Johnny Rooster Morning Mouth, maybe that can come up, but not everybody's going to know
They
Morning
won't know
Mouth.
that, but if they did, Johnny Rooster Morning Mouth.
So you're going to want to base your keywords and your hashtags that you use in the search bar. Like, what would people use to find you? Morning Mouth. And then a lot of YouTube
That's
comes
it.
up.
That's my stuff.
And then your Facebook.
So it does hit it with the words Morning Mouth.
Yeah. So it really depends on what people would use to search for you. And that's what you want to put in for your business. On WordPress, you could use Yoast. Yoast is a basic word SEO, but it does a pretty decent job on getting you on the front page.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you.
That's very important to know.
Well, I've got a Facebook page at Rural Adventures. That's just a new thing. It's only on Facebook. This is not a website.
Okay, let's
So if
find
you
out what
type
comes up.
Rural Adventures. Putting it in the wizard here.
I type quietly.
Finding out about SEOs, finding out about searching.
And you don't have a website? Nope. 'Cause
No
it's
website, no.
Colorado.
So
Nothing.
it's only a Facebook page.
Nothing yet.
So on a Google search, it won't reveal itself. You'd have to go to Facebook and type it in.
Correct.
And why is that important to have it on Google when it's only a Facebook page?
Because you still want to be found
Okay,
for
so
the average
do
person.
you need to do something different on that Facebook page?
Hashtags.
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 Hashtags on the Facebook page.
The hashtags on the Facebook page, you're going to want to put in your keywords on your Facebook page and your about section. So Google,
Okay.
I mean, Facebook is still a website if you think
Okay,
about it.
okay.
Even though it's social media and it's an app, it's still a website. And so those keywords are really important. Every single page is another page on a website somewhere.
What if I want an e-commerce site
An e-commerce
where
site.
I want to sell something online? Would I have to go beyond WordPress?
WordPress. Now you would have to pay for it on WordPress,
Mm-hmm.
but there are different plugins that you could use.
All right. Well, we only have 30 seconds left, and I've got 10 more questions, but we will definitely appreciate you being back. If you ever have time, we'd like to schedule again and do a part 2. Are looking for placement on Google, and you want to find out kind of what I found out that I'm not there yet, then you need to look at Little Red Hen Digital Marketing page on Facebook. If you look that up, it'll show up.
Yep, digital marketing.
Yours does actually.
Yeah.
It's up on a Google search.
Oh, yay! I've been working. It should.
Could we do that? We can do that reverse thing. We're
Yeah,
going
we
to
should
do that.
totally do that.
Let's do that one on our part 2. And we love having new business people come in and talk to us. If you'd like to be on the show, there is a spot on johnnyroosterlive.com. You got to sign up. Go ahead and do that. If you want to win $100, keep sharing, keep liking, keep following. Have a great day. See you Monday. See you Wednesday. I don't know what day it is. It's like, no, I'll do it.